Hello, Introduction to Culinary classes. Today we're going to be working with potatoes. Potatoes are an extremely versatile vegetable, more so than other vegetables. And I'm going to be showing you how to make potatoes, Duchess potatoes. So let's start first with a little review over our knife. So just some identification. Here real quick we have the heel, the bolster, the spine. This is the cutting edge. This is the tip. And we have the tang and rivets. I'm sure you remember that from the beginning of the year. We have a peeler, and we're going to peel these potatoes. You can also use a paring knife if you don't have a peeler at home. Let's work away from ourselves, so instead of pulling in, we're going to peel away and down. Protect ourselves. I've taught an entire knife class on cutting, knife skills. And it wasn't until we got our peelers out somebody got cut. So be aware that that's a very sharp blade and it will cut you. Again, working away, removing all the skin. These potatoes were washed. Make sure you're washing your potatoes. They come out of the dirt. You want to make sure you get all that dirt off prior to putting that potato on your work surface. If you put your dirty potatoes on the surface, then you wash your potatoes, and then you bring your potatoes back to the surface is already contaminated. So before, again, you start working, make sure you wash your potatoes before they come to your work surface. Working away from the potato, keeping your fingers out of the way. So this semester, or excuse me, this quarter, we actually, last quarter we worked with rice, we worked with oats, now we're working with potatoes. And Duchess potatoes are really great for, you can make them small and make them into a little appetizer, or use them on a buffet, or let's say Thanksgiving buffet. That would be a wonderful application for Duchess potatoes. They are pretty fancy. Get this into the compost bucket. We want to make sure that the potatoes are cut evenly. And this is just a rough chop, okay? And when we cut them evenly, what we're ensuring is that the potatoes will all be done at the same time. So if we have bigger pieces and smaller pieces, the smaller pieces are going to turn to mush, while the bigger pieces may not be cooked all the way through. So we just want those pieces to be uniform. Okay, we're going to add our potatoes into our water. And this is 2 pounds of potatoes. Peeled, washed, peeled, and cut. All right, let's talk about this little guy here. It's a spider. Remember, spider. We can use this when we're frying foods to get them out of the hot grease. I also like to use it when fishing out potatoes from a hot pot. So we're going to bring this to a simmer, not a rolling boil. It would just boil over and make a huge mess. So we know that boiling water is 212 degrees and want to keep this at just a simmer, so about 185. Our potatoes are done. We're going to take them, use our spider, and strain them out of the pot. And put them over here to cool slightly. And we'll also let the potatoes dry out a bit as well. And then this recipe calls for an ounce of butter. It calls for 1 whole egg. And 2 egg yolks. I have this really nifty egg separator. That was a gift. So if you happen to have one of these, use it. just hold on to the yolk while the whites strain through. We'll give that just a minute here. That's just a fun little tool. Fix your hands. All the whites separated. There we go. And then one more. Hold on to those whites because you know we can use those for a lot of things. Even just a little egg white omelet for breakfast in the morning. There you go. 2 yolks and 1 whole egg. And we have our butter. And we're also going to put in just a little bit of nutmeg. So I have my nutmeg in the jar in my microplane. If you have fresh nutmeg, the way to go. That's about all we need. It's about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay, and this is our potato ricer. It's a ricer. We're going to rice potatoes in it. So let's go ahead and put some of these whole potatoes into the ricer. There we go. Before I push that through, I'm just going to give these eggs a little stir. And that butter will melt once the warm potatoes hit it. Here we go. So much fun. See how strong you are. Oh, there we go. This is the way I like to make my mashed potatoes too. Go again until we get all these potatoes riced. Again, this was 2 pounds of potatoes, 2 egg yolks, 1 whole egg, an ounce of butter, and some fresh nutmeg. We will put salt and pepper in here to taste. You all will not have problems with these at all. You're going to have to start lifting these again. One more time. Now, if you don't have a potato ricer or ricer to use in your kitchen, you can mash these the old-fashioned way. There's lots of ways that you can mash the potatoes or Duchess potatoes. Which brings me to how versatile potatoes are. So Duchess potatoes are fun, they're fancy, little side appetizer. Look great on a buffet. But if you make a pat choux, and that's a pastry, we use that to make eclairs. And you mix it with this mixture, you get something called potatoes dauphine. If we were to take this recipe and coat it with breadcrumbs and fry it, you would get croquette. Croquette is the game we play outside. Get it croquette. Okay, I lied. One more time. Gotta work hard to get the good stuff. One great thing about the kitchen, there's many great things about the kitchen, but exercising, you can get your exercise. Okay, we have those potatoes in there. Now, let's stir. That butter has melted, almost. All right, let's get this in the mixer. So I'd really love to see your Duchess potatoes. Get a chance to do this at home. Take pictures and send it. I'm going to grade you on a quiz. I would really love to see the pictures. You won't be graded on pictures. If you don't submit them, that's fine. We just want to make sure all the ingredients are well incorporated. Always turn off your mixer and lower your bowl or lift your paddle, whichever way your mixer works. I'm just going to give this one more go. I like to always start off slow with your mixer, and then you can increase speed as you go. You can do this by hand. It'll be a great workout. That's looking lovely. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to pipe the Duchess potatoes onto the sheet. So we are going to do salt and pepper to taste. If you've got white pepper, use it because these are white. But again, we're at home. We're just going to use what we have. So we're seasoning that with salt and pepper. Give it a stir. And this is my trick. So I used to decorate cakes and I did cookies for years and pastries. I love to use a cup to put my pastry bag. The pastry bag has a star tip on it. It just makes it really easy to fill. We'll probably have to fill this twice. I'll see, maybe I can get it all in there. I like to burp the bag. So you push your filling down and push all the air out. I'm just going to work with that amount in there. A little more manageable. I have tiny little hands, so professionals like to use from the top and push down. If you have tiny little hands like I do, I'd rather just come and grab it in the middle. So I've used marker, parchment paper, and this is a stencil to draw circles on this paper so that we can have even size Duchess potatoes. What you don't want to do is put the potato or any food on the marker side. So go ahead, I like to spray the pan down. This holds the parchment paper in place. Flip it over so the marker side is down, and then fit it into your pan. And there you are. Just get a little bit of this out of the way. All right, now we're going to pipe. So we're going to start on the outside and come in. Start on the outside and come in. There we go. refill. Push that air down. Let's get it out of there. There it is. Go back. Remember, when you're piping, you can always move things closer to you, make it easier on your back. Okay, next step, we're going to brush these with some clarified butter. And I believe you remember we did clarified butter in class. Clarified butter is butter, you heat it up, and the milk solids separate, and you remove them. So then we have the fat is left over, and it's clarified. Very pretty yellow. Using my silicone brush, I love the brushes because they're easy to wash. You're just going to gently brush the clarified butter onto the Duchess potato, and this is going to help it brown. It's going to be a beautiful golden brown. And again, there's no reason to bend and strain your back. Whenever possible, go ahead and turn your tray around so that you can easily get to the other side. And that goes for everything: piping, brushing, cutting. I am so excited to get these out of the oven, and we're going to have some fun plating. All right, these are ready to go in the oven. I've got the oven preheated to 375. These are only going to take about 8 to 10 minutes. There we go. I'm getting some fresh herbs from my garden to garnish our Duchess potatoes. These are onion chives. They're delicious. Our Duchess potatoes are hot out of the oven, and now we're ready to plate. I've got some creme fraiche here, and I also wanted to show you a little trick. I used a pastry bag and I used a tip. However, you can do the piping application with just a regular bag. So you would turn it inside out, fill it, seal it, and then you would cut a tip here and push all of your potatoes down and use this just like you would a piping bag. And you can do this for the creme fraiche application too. I'm going to drizzle some on. You could absolutely use a plastic bag to do that as well. Okay, moving on. I've got chives from my garden, onion chives. Wash them, dry them. You want to line them up pretty even. And then try to make nice even cuts. So the last chef I worked for, he would not accept anything but perfection. I'm not looking for that. I don't want you to get cut. So make sure you use your proper hold, rolling your tips of your fingers back. And you want a very sharp knife so you don't bruise the chives. Oh, they smell wonderful. Onion chives and potatoes are just meant to be, and creme fraiche. His fingers rolled back. Good. Go ahead and pull any of the leftovers out that are a little bit longer. Just have fun. Having a hard time here. There we go. Clean it up. There we are. And I did put just a little bit of Pam in there on my spatula so that I can lift those up and come up really nicely. Okay, beautiful. These are gonna be so delicious. And just do some mindful plating here. Most of you are extremely creative in your art classes, so I imagine this is, for you, maybe the funnest part. There we are. And then we're going to take our onion chives, delicious onion chives, and sprinkle it over. And if you have little chives left, you could crisscross a few. Maybe just crisscross a few on top of some of these. There you have it, Duchess potatoes, good enough for royalty. Delicious, almost like mashed potatoes inside. A little extra creme fraiche. Good enough too.